Nationally renowned South African performance artist Stephen Cohen and British-Ghanaian visual artist Larry Achiampong are some of the renowned creatives that will headline the 2017 Live Art Festival taking place around Cape Town from the 2nd to the 26th of February 2017. The festival offers screenings, performances, artworks and interactive installations by over 30 contemporary artists using the city of Cape Town as the stage. Now to tell us more, we're joined from our Durban studios by renowned curator, choreographer and director Jay Pather, who's chatting to us in his capacity as the director of the 2017 Live Art Festival. Jay, good morning. Such a pleasure having you on the program. Good morning.
Good morning. Very nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Let's give context and background into the Live Art Festival. What is it in a nutshell?
Well, live art has emerged over many hundreds of years, and it's connected to a lot of the kinds of classical performances we find on the African continent. It is attempting to find new ways of expressing a kind of a current reality. And, so it's not work that you will see in a conventional program. It's not something that is you will see on a conventional stage. There are artists that come from visual arts, from dance, from theatre, from even archaeology or the social sciences that find ways of giving expression to some of the deepest issues of our time. And so they find new ways to almost, sometimes it's shocking, but sometimes it's to jolt us to making connection with that. And in our time, in this period of the decolonizing project, etc., artists are constantly searching for ways in which that we can give expression to those fears, to those desires that I think, in the past 2 decades or so have been kind of washed away and are now bubbling underneath the surface. Let's
talk about the lineup and who's a list of artists. I mean, I mentioned in the intro Stephen Cohen, there's also Larry Achiampong. Who else are some of the artists that will take part in the festival?
There is a very wide range. I mean, we've tried to concentrate this year's festival on artists from the African continent and the African diaspora. So there are people like Nora Chipamare, who's now in New York, and she's originally from Zimbabwe. People like Samson Kambalu, who's also was Malawian but based in the UK. So there's several artists that are transitioning kinds of continents. There's a very powerful representation of South African performance artists like Donna Kukama, Anthea Moyes, Kanyisile Mbongwa, Dean Hutton. So, we've got the stalwarts like Mamela Nyamza, as you mentioned, Stephen Cohen, but we've also got these young guns that are coming in, like Stembile Msizane. There's an interplay with the more established performance art over time, but also what contemporary artists are doing right now, contemporary young artists. So it is quite a range, coming from a variety of disciplines.
Speak to us about using the city of Cape Town as a stage. I mean, paint a picture for us about what is going to be happening between the 2nd and the 26th of February in the city of Cape Town.
Okay, there's just a correction. The festival starts on the 10th of February. On the 2nd is our launch of the program. So it's really over 3 weeks, and the festival and that's mainly the 3 weekends. You could go to a venue, and you will find venues in that vicinity that you can go from one work to another. On any one of those evenings, we will have about 4 or 5 works, so you can go from one work to another. These works don't happen concurrently, so you will get a chance to see everything. And because we're foregrounding the vulnerability and the timeless quality of performance, you'll only get one chance to see any one of these artists. So make sure one needs to see the program. In terms of using Cape Town as the stage, it's about going to a variety of different spaces. So we are sometimes inside a theatre space or inside a gallery, but sometimes there's, for example, a work on the Sea Point Promenade. There's another work on on Church Square. There's a work in a shop window. There's a work that's going to arrive at us via Skype. So we're playing with technology and space and these varieties of indoor and outdoor spaces as a means of foregrounding the presence of this radical performance element in our daily lives. But also there are some works that require a certain kind of controlled, closed environment, and so so we're respecting the artist's wishes and staging those kinds of work indoors. But these works are all completely free of charge. Yeah. We've decided to drop all admission because it is works that are on an edge, and we want audiences to understand how some of our foremost artists are thinking about the world, are finding radical ways of expressing which is submerged and deep inside our society. We've kept the works free so that people can feel they can go from one work to another. But there's also a number of audience engagement exercises where there are question and answer sessions with the artists to try to understand what this cutting edge language is all about.
All right, Jay Petha, thank you so much. Always a pleasure having you on the program. He's a renowned choreographer, curator, director. Jay Petha is also an associate professor at the University of Cape Town, speaking to us in his capacity as the director of the 2017 Live Art Festival taking place around Cape Town. The festival is a gathering of some of the most influential artists from around Africa.